Hello and welcome to part 2. This is our leaders strategy session to help you make sure you've got your strategies for training, coaching, goals and expectations, recognition, time management and time blocking in your calendar for a successful year, a successful Q1, successful months, weeks, and days. Today, we're going to take you through what's new in our region, Amber and Onyx, and what you can put into your plan. We have made less is more, so you have time to really develop your team and develop yourself. Always make sure to block time to learn new every week. Very important, all right? So we don't know everything. You always have learning time as well. So here we go. What are we going to do in this section? We're going to talk about customer-centric. One more time. You're going to hear this every month, but the reason we're doing it with you leaders is not because you don't know. It's because these are the training topics you provide for your consultants on your weekly and monthly meetings, all right? Jaffer gives you some content, but your topics that you coach to, train to, we're going to go through that. So we're going to focus on that. Number 2, you're going to see the new calendars that we made. I think it was Carol. Why do we have so many calendars? You're going to see why. It's very, very intentional. Next, you're going to see new coaching tools. What do? You train and coach. So do we. We train and coach. We develop people. Coaching is the cross bridge of taking training to application and results. That's coaching. Next, you have communication. What do? What are we going to do differently as guidelines to our region? We talked about Zoom meetings already. I'll do that in the recording a bit, but there's more. And then last, are you ready for your recognition for Q1? You have to. The only 2 ways to grow in direct selling is developing people, is recruiting and recognition if you want it fast. So we're going to help you with some thoughts and ideas, and then we'll work with you in small groups and we'll work with you in coaching. Okay, here we go. So those are our topics we're going to take to in part 2. So remember, strong leaders, if you want to be a strong leader, not build on a house of sand, but a house of concrete, it is about a solid business plan. That I do know. I see out there, Beauty Boss Nation, ask Lisa, she's excellent at strategies and planning. They actually, I remember last year, they flew to New York and they sat for days and made their strategic plans. So I know they already worked on that as well. That is very important. You can't do things without plans, or you'll be on the left side and when the wave comes in, there it went. If you're doing everything to just earn a trip, get to a title and not have solid concrete, the ocean takes you away. So let's begin first talking about strong leader plans. Top 2 tips. I said one of them. First, you got to lead by example. Training people to do what you don't do is very challenging and they will always notice. Number 2, recruiting and recognition are the 2 fastest ways in direct sales to grow. So this is important and why we're doing this. When you look at the funnel, we want to attract a lot of clients. We want to attract a lot of consultants. We want to attract a lot of leaders. You do that by interacting with them with weekly coaching times, one-on-one, small group, weekly meetings, power sessions, or why not watch every meeting that the region and the nation, the office has together on Zoom. So you're interacting together. And then converting them into loyal consultants, loyal managers, and loyal clients. So again, it's that number of conversations that you're having and what you're attracting. So we're going to review how to train, coach, and recognize your teams, your consultants, your clients, as well as your leaders. Because this is made for leaders, we're not going to focus a lot on clients. That's done at a consultant regional celebration meeting. This is for leaders working with your branch and district. The goal that you have is to train, coach, and recognize now your consultants to increase the number of clients they have and retain the number of clients they have with good service. The second thing is you want to support your team. There's no option, by the way. Okay, we've had 2 years of this. There is no option to not supporting your team with group activities. Again, team parties, team events, watching meetings together, using digital tools. Social selling and mobile businesses is here to stay. You can't stay stuck, all right? You must plan more time to train, practice, and grow. Third, if you have districts, work with your leaders, no matter where they're at, they all need attention each month. Working with them in your lineage to duplicate the efforts that you're providing, plug them in and work together. Everyone has goals. So as we take this to, I'm going to turn this over to Luce a tad bit here to just introduce, if you would, Luce, the topic of what is client-centric, please. Oh, I might have lost her. It's okay. I'm going to keep going. So client-centric again. Sorry, we had this last month at our power hours, but I can't reiterate it enough. This is the trend in direct selling. Everything is now about focusing on the client. We must help our consultants create amazing experiences for people who use and buy our products. That's where sampling, that's where you're going to see events, making them fun, unique, and different, like the old days of the in-home parties. Now there's so many new ways. Also, you're going to find it is harder to sponsor or maybe find leaders. So that changed a little bit. Okay, you could see it in the regional results in a big way. What we want to see is that we do know this. If all you're doing is reorder or wholesale buyers and they're buying, you tend to go down in business. We must always have new contacts, new consultants, and new leaders to keep everything going and growing. And when, again, you have more new clients, you will have more sponsors at the end of the day. That's because people want to know you, know your product, use your products, and they are much more likely to become a consultant. The key to growing this business, new focus, not old, is focused on clients, attracting and retaining clients, offering them the best service. This builds loyalty. And just like your consultant, 90% of your consultants are clients. So you want to serve them well. You want to keep them with loyalty so they naturally bring new consultants or new clients to you or to themselves. As the experts now say, your best client will be your best consultant. Leading by example, which, by the way, this market is extraordinary at good customer care. But we need new clients to get new consultants. So 2022, here's a little list of training topics. All right, this is for you. Put this in your thoughts. You want to train your team how to find new clients. You want to teach them good customer service with follow-up each month, each week in different communication methods. You want to help them create memorable experiences, be it on Zoom, in a room, in an office, on Facebook. You want to have raving fans, clients who love you so much, they tell everybody about their Jafra consultant and they bring you referrals. And you want to teach good customer record keeping, A to Z folders, whatever you do in a computer, in paper. And again, when you see an offer, you want to reach out to people and serve them well to help them shop and save, and building them to keep trying more from all 4 departments. You have to train them to do website selling, not order placing, because social selling as well is the new hybrid. They need both online, in person, mobile, social media, and as they meet people. So this is important. These are your hot topics that you can do every week, every month, whatever your training mechanisms are. Next, again, and coaching. Again, clients, this is for you and them. Brainstorm with them. We don't have to tell them what to do, but what are they doing for loyalty programs with their customers? Do they have rewards, incentives? We don't have that with Jafra, but as future comes, just keep watching as the market changes. Birthday programs. Many of you do great things for birthdays. I know Helen Wells sends a royal jelly lift sample. Some of you are doing coupons or samples, birthday cards, whatever it is. Again, a key program. Referral reward programs, very big deal in today's marketplace, and samples are key. We talked about it on the business meeting Monday, but super important, okay? And by the way, if you don't know the business, it's here, all right? Get the book. We've said it a million times in a year. Gordon Hester's Positioned Right. It teaches you how to be a leader and what to train to. It's all in the book. Consultants, are you recognizing new clients? Number of leads. This is Janet's question. 66 conversations matter. You got to plan it, you got to track it, and you got to do it. Number of reorders. How many are they having weekly, monthly? I'm going to show you a monthly and weekly review. These are the old Aspire Club tools, ladies. Guess what? Best growth we ever had in the English market was with the Aspire Club, besides the transition of 2019 and 2020. So I'm just going to say old tools work for coaching and business planning. And we already talked about it, the Business Buddy program, joining with a buddy. Don't let anybody join without joining with a friend. That comes from your expectations to your recognition. And your key market, this hasn't changed, we've been talking about it for a year, is 18 to 40-year-olds. So when you take a look at the front page of the, sorry, I had it right next to me, excuse me, of the action of our brochure, hello, 18 to 40-year-olds, that's our key market. So why? We showed you everything last year. That's who's joining very quickly, super easy to grow and build businesses with that group and attract them. So we'll be doing more on client sales and purchases. This is part of FTC. So we will do more with record keeping as the year goes on, but these are hot training topics. I hope this helps you know that these are things as a leader you want to coach, train, and recognize too. Okay, so and start to do, because lead by example. All right. Again, I'm not going to repeat a lot of these. This is slides from last month we brought to you from the director meeting. You have all of them, but I'm going to reiterate the most important ones. Why do people shop from you? This is what's trended and changing. Small businesses, personal service, and we have the biggest variety of products I know in most direct selling beauty companies. Why they won't shop with you? Pressure. They also don't maybe just want to be a client. That's okay. Everybody doesn't have to sponsor with a kit. This is if they want to have the opportunity. Next is if you don't follow up every month or every week with offers and service, they're going to shop somewhere else. So again, the key, we want to lead our teams. Are you doing product demos at every meeting? Are you creating fun experiences? Have them come with their products at a team meeting and let's do a foot spa together, okay? So think of everything, even a consultant, having product experiences, making your meetings more fun and interactive. And that will create loyalty, which leads you to referrals and opportunities to sponsor or find leaders. So an individual is 300% more likely to join direct selling as a customer than a consultant. Hello, that's now proven in the last few years of direct selling. 5 years we've tracked it. Mobile shopping, social selling is key. Facebook, 60% for doing business. Instagram, 30%. YouTube, 23%. These are the top places you want to be. 96% do buy online, 25% buy every month, and 75% just shop right from their phone. Why is this important? This is what you train your team to. It's the only reason I did a repeat slide, so it helps you have tools to train from. All right, I'm going to pause. I love this. Luz found this. It's called the Customer Lifetime Value by Obelar. This is so cool, you guys. So do this with your team. Don't put the numbers on it, okay? Follow me on this. And you can do your own. I just did an example. What is your average order? We saw at the director meeting, our average order from a customer is $80, okay? But you know yours. Have your team do this. Have them bring this. How many times does a customer buy per year? Okay. We said the average could be maybe once every 2 months. How long do you keep a customer? Come on, you're the best in the marketplace, all right? Many of you have had clients for 30, 40, 50 years. But I used an example. Let's say you keep a customer for 20 years. In this book and at our training with directors, Gordon said, we now look at customer lifetime value. This isn't a one-hit wonder. Hi, thanks for your order, bye-bye. Life in business now, new, somewhat old, but even more value today is how long you keep a customer. You must see the value of a customer, not as a $50 order, as a $10,000 client. So if you have an average order of $80, do your own math sometime and do it with your team. Your average client orders 6 times a year. This is why record keeping matters, not Post-it notes. And the average customer has stayed with you 20 years. You could have a $10,000 value to every customer. So imagine if you grew 10 customers a month. Now, I don't know if we're all going to be here 20 more years. I don't know, but I'm going to say to you, if you had 100 customers in 20 years and you're 18 starting this business, you're 40, you're 50 starting this business, and you track and get them to 100 customers, just like we did with directors to get to 100 consultants, you'll be a director. Boom. That's $1 million business. So know your number of clients. I know I left the business at 1,200 clients who ordered on the average of every 45 days at a $50 order. So know those numbers because your business is worth $1 million. I said you are, and you are as a leader, but you also are as a consultant. We want to give value. When you value people, we serve them better. So I hope you like this slide. I want to say thank you to Luz for her brilliance in finding that. Okay, I'm going to just pause. I'm just going to breathe really quick. How many of you are seeing training topics, ways to shift how we teach and train our consultants? I'm going to just take a quick comment. Anybody with a comment, an aha moment, a light bulb moment very quickly from that little segment? Go ahead, Betty.
Oh my gosh, so many things. That last slide is great, and gosh, helping them how to oh my gosh, get new clients, and we have our meeting on Saturday. We've already talked about new recognition. We're going to recognize the number of new conversations, weekly conversations. We're going to recognize weekly conversations and reports to us. And so on a weekly basis, and then have a monthly drawing, monthly gift. I'm not sure what we're going to do at that point. So that came from the last meeting. So we're just changing up we're still going to do Green by 19, but we're going to do other recognition. So so we're already doing that. And just we have to get them to see the value of those contacts. We did focus too much on having them focus on trying to sponsor, and they didn't. And so they kind of lost that getting new clients. So we're just really going to focus on that and those conversations. So that's the direction we're moving.
Thank you. And I'm going to end on that before we keep going. It's literally the marketplace changed. So if everybody was in that boat, that was the boat of direct selling. Okay. But it's shifted. So the past is not the future. So I love that we're grabbing it. That's why we had to take time to say, pause. Don't keep racing. This is a reshift, a rethink. So I love that you hit those few points. So thank you. Michelle, I'm going to go to you before I keep going. Go ahead. You had a hand up, hon.
Yeah, thank you. I was just thinking too, I remember that we used to do when we had our meetings in person, right, with our team, we definitely did product demos. And I do feel that a lot of our new consultants don't they don't know the product, so they're not sharing the product. They only know there are 5 things they use, which is mind-blowing. But the experience of us creating the experience will be a lot easier for them to duplicate and ideally increase our attendance. So.
You got it. And remember, Training Tuesdays is a lot of product demo, right? Yeah. So we've got that, and you can add your layers to all you do in your Facebook groups. I love that. Thank you. Mary, I'm sorry. I saw your hand up. Go for it, girl.
Worries. I'm kind of right there behind Michelle on what you just said. And so what sparked me right now, that grabbed me, is that I really want, like she said about having parties before, or having our demos and our team meetings together in one room. I think I'm just going to reach out and grab someone and have a demo in my house, invite them to a spa-tacular meeting or demo or whatever, because like she said, like Michelle said, many of them don't really know all the products. Even though they have them, they may have purchased the product kit, the product consultant kit when they join, but are they really using all the products, and are they really sharing it with everybody? That's the thing, is that I need to also follow up, reach out and touch someone and do one-on-one consults with my consultants and train them. That's what I got to do.
Okay, love that. Okay, that's 3. I'm going to stop real quick, or we'll keep going. Sarah, I see your hand up. Put it down on your Post-it note, and we'll come back to it in the next break. Okay, so thank you. So let's take us to the next segment. Next is calendars for you. Okay, and you can create your own calendar too. We give you everything in Word. So let me take you through a couple of things. I'm going to start with Luz. She's going to take you through a couple, and then we're going to actually take you through the real regional calendars. And the reason I'm saying that before Luz goes, you have in your email, you have in your WhatsApp, a consultant calendar, a leader calendar, and a social calendar, okay? There's a reason for 3. We don't just sit around with nothing to do. It's because we want them to be simpler for you. So if you have them, print them so that you can look at them with us, okay? So that we're not talking to a screen. You're looking at your paper and it's, oh my gosh, this is a tool, okay? So Luz, let's take us to a couple other tools that Jafra has for the leaders to grow with.
So one of the things that Mary Martin was just mentioning about hosting some team parties, team events, and everything else like that. So when you start looking at your calendar, this is a great way for you to bring everyone together. So when you start questioning and asking yourself and writing down, how many team events do you have this quarter in your calendar, right? Write that down. How many gatherings do you have for your clients and potential clients? Because it's very important. And are you hosting any joint meetings? Are you hosting parties for yourself or others? And remember, there are no more third Thursdays monthly business events in Jafra. We're not hosting them anymore. So that's why you have also those flyers that are available for you to do those monthly business meetings yourself directly. And now we're going to advertise another way that you can start posting your meetings in one platform versus it being all over social media. I love the fact that you're sharing with us and telling us exactly when your meetings are going to be hosted, the times and the events and everything else like that. But we want to keep everything aligned in just one place instead of being scattered all over the place. We want you to share with us and give us the information. And thank you for those who did bring that information to us and have that field calendar. You're going to be putting like your monthly Zoom meetings with us, the dates, and please make sure you put the ideas. If you're doing the retreat, right, Jackie, when we were doing the survey, they were saying that there's some retreats that are going to be going on around the US. Share it with us so like that we could implement it and put it in the calendar. Your paid trainings are so important. We want to help you. We want to advertise it. We want to put it in the calendar, and we're add that so like that people could actually go to the one particular calendar that is being hosted directly from the field. And Jackie's going to go more in depth of the remaining calendars that she shared with us and the reason why we have those particular calendars.
Thank you, Luz. So yes, please, in the chat right now, okay? Even if you sent it to us, this gives us one place to gather data. If you have meetings, I know Vicki has a Saturday morning, okay? I see Carol inviting people. Some of you go into our Zoom and you say, you can come here. Diana Driggs, you're out there too. So anything that you have for free to the field first, we need the dates and we need the times and the ID. If you are hosting a 2022 retreat, we don't want to conflict with you. We already told you Jafra's having a tour in September. Please don't host a retreat in September. Jafra is doing, director meetings in the month of November, okay? So you already know the calendar. We gave that to you last month. What we want you to do, and you've got the trip in April, okay? Those were the 3 big events that we have given you already. What we want you to do is tell us, because Luz and I do make our budgets and our plans. We try to get at least a quarter out and a year in a vision. So if you tell us that, maybe we come to your retreat and that's a part of what we can be impactful with. If you have paid training, some of you are paid to coach. Some of you like to do makeup training. Some of you do technology training, and you have either a group or you have training. We don't mind marketing you. We want consultants to grow, but we want to make one place. I don't want 20 different WhatsApp, 15 different Facebook things, and we can't even find anything. I can post, or we can post every week what's on the agenda from the field, what's on the agenda for corporate or regional. So you have to give us the info. We're not going seeking it. If you don't give it to us, it's not going to be advertised. We want leaders to be leading too, not just regional. Regional, we only have 1 meeting for the consultants. And corporate-wise, there's only 2 for the consultants, the business meeting and the virtual event this month. So you have places that other people can see you leading. This is a year of leader leading. All right, so please type anything you have in the chat if you have any January dates. And then again, get ahead and you can tell us February. So that's only if you want us to invite anybody on our Facebook group or our leaders in WhatsApp. If you don't, it's okay. All right. So please, sorry, I want to really reiterate this. This is super important. All right. Let me take you to a crazy calendar. Okay. If you printed, this is a leader calendar. Forgive me if I break this apart. I'm doing it one time. I don't want to repeat this. All right. So we named the days. So as a leader, a team leader, do you have days named? Social media is a daily action. We've been learning this for the last many years, for some of you, at least the last 2 years, and Mario just taught on it again in December. So we named what would be some names you could use for your team. So you know what to do that day, or you're posting that day in your team group, your VIP group, your leader group. It helps you. Notice we even did, do you have a Paint It Purple day? So we did Motivational Monday. Okay, you'll see what Luce and I are doing with that. Training Tuesdays, we know that's always there. You might do your trainings on Tuesday if you want. We removed ourselves from any trainings on Mondays or Tuesdays that would incorporate into the field because they're already at least on Jaffra JBI. Okay, so as Luce said earlier, we have We Wednesday. This is a great day. We're going to use that for the consultant meeting. We're going to do this on JVU day. We saw many of you in the survey struggle at forgetting about JVU. Guess what? We put it in the calendar. Consultant day here, leader day here. We're going to all do the same day once a month. It's going to be a lot easier for us to remember. Okay, what else do we do on We Wednesday? If you have new managers, we have new manager orientation. Okay, so they need to watch that in their first 2 weeks if they're new or renewed. You got to put that in your planner. We did it for you here to remind you. The next thing we did is new consultant orientation. Every time you have a new consultant, each week, you want to make sure that maybe you watch new consultant orientation with them. Okay, why do it with them? Don't tell them to just go do it. When they're new, they matter. Remember, new is so important, like VIPs. So you also, again, could have on that JVU day, why don't you watch JVU Module 1 with your consultants? That's your weekly training. But stay and strategize and plan. What did you learn? Okay, so we even added that. Imagine if you're a district leader watching the manager session together on this Wednesday. You can post pictures, you can have fun, you can watch it together. Everything is togetherness, whether you're in a room or on Zoom, okay? So we took your feedback and we created some new thoughts around that. Thriving Thursday, we have the Beauty Insiders chat with Hudith. We always know the second and third Thursday, these are things that Hudith does with our board of directors. And we just added powers to that. I'll come back to that in a second. And then Freedom Friday, do you have a take a look every Friday? Or Fun Friday, which is a team party? Maybe you do a team party one Friday, a take a look the next Friday, team party, take a look. Again, the two things Liz talked about, it could be something fun on Friday. People get paid on Friday. You know I love Friday. And these could be postings. These could be going live in your team. These could be events that you host or do with your team because they're hosted already in the region or by Jaffra. Okay, so that is new for an intentional day. All right, we also gave you weekly focuses. So what do? This is the week you, Jaffra, and your region are launching the month. Week 2, this is a great coaching week. Okay, so we will be coaching you, and we have 2 groups, directors and future directors. You are now categorized by titles. DDs, which is DM3s to ambassadors, you just saw our board of directors, have their own time, they are in red. Future directors, that means if you're a manager, DM1, DM2, you are a future director only if you want to build districts, take coaching, meaning you're willing and wanting to grow new leaders, new consultants. If you want to just grow in sales, you want to, keep your title, that's great. You have all the training from Jaffra with the business meeting, the leader meeting, okay, the regional meeting, and JVU. If you're ready to build your team and build leadership, our focus, then we have power hours, and you will be scheduling when Luce and I launch our calendars this week for coaching next week. These are the people we are coaching either one-on-one or in groups, okay? Now, this is a model you could do as well. So remember, everything we do, you can duplicate, okay? So again, less is more. We only have one consultant meeting. There's no Future Friday. There's no San Fran Friday for your consultants. They have Training Tuesdays. They have our regional celebration. It's not just Party Fest. We're not going to call it that. It's a celebration. We're going to talk about how to sell and build new clients. We're going to spotlight consultants and leaders, and it's a celebration. Okay. So this is, again, a different format. Then what else did we put in here? I already did coaching. I won't go through that. I already did JVU. And then the bottom, down at the bottom, do you plan your days? So here's an idea. Mondays, who's the most important group? You kick off the week with your most important. VIPs and new consultants, right? Again, Tuesdays, maybe it's your active team. Okay, this is based on you. I don't know. Okay, but you could have, again, Tuesdays for your active base, those who are at 50% and potential VIPs. Wednesdays could be pre-inactives and inactive day. Thursdays could be your personal business day. You need to thrive. How do you thrive? You find new clients and you serve the ones you have. You book parties and you follow up with sponsoring. Friday is Freedom Friday or Future Friday, where you're working with your leaders and your future leaders. Flip the days, we don't care. We just gave you ideas on how to manage the hours that you're finding new and servicing who you have. So this is really a training tool, a calendar for you to make sure you are strategizing with your days, your weeks, your months, and your hours. Okay. All right. I know this is detailed. I'm so sorry, but we don't want you to look at it and be confused. So what else do we have? All right. Power hours. Again, I already said this super fast. Notice managers to DM2s. You will be on a separate power hour and we are combined together. And then DM3s to ambassador, our board of directors. Again, you will be at separate times. You can see the calendar for details. So Jackie, why in the world is there a consultant calendar? Because why do they want to see everything that's there for leaders? That looks too overwhelming, too busy. So we made you a separate calendar. Remember, in green is for consultants, leaders, and guests. So here they have the celebration. Okay, this is from the region. And we're going to focus on JVU Consultant Day. Whether you want to change the day, it's up to you. But it reminds them every month what to do, what module. Module 1 is January. Okay, so next, there's no leader information and there's only one focus a day. Tuesday and then Wednesday is separate. And then Thursday. It looks simple and not busy. You also have this in email, WhatsApp, and Facebook in Word format. So if you want to use ours and edit yours to it, have at it. Okay, so that's your consultant calendar. Forgive me, I have to keep going here. All right, next, we said this in the beginning, I'm going to say it again. We have a focus, as you saw at our results of 2021, to help others join this leader team, to help others become a DM3 to ambassador. So we asked you in the beginning, I'm going to record this now. When you come on any Zoom meeting as a leader, put your name, your title, and your state. If you don't want your state, that's up to you. But name and title. We can't talk leadership titles if you don't all market it. So when you sign into Zoom, when you go to log in and you're typing in 101-700-599, pause, click in your picture, click in your profile. And in there, you can change and edit your name. So I did mine, Luce did hers. Jackie Geisinger, Regional Director, Amber. Okay, you would do Pat Clover, DM3. She has leader, or she could put Maryland. Please do that no matter what meeting you show up at. Corporate, whatever. If you name it in the login site, your profile, it stays. Otherwise, when you log in, you can look at your square, go to the upper right corner, hit the 3 dots. There's a drop-down menu. It says rename and rename it there. But do it permanent. Be proud to be a leader and you will attract them. So that's the key on this topic here, okay? You have to make leadership look easy. So how do you do that? You use JVU. JVU teaches them how to find clients, how to talk to people, how to meet people. They have great handouts on setting goals, on hostess coaching. If you don't use what's already done by Jafra and you're a maker-upper, the problem's going to be it's too hard to be a leader. So I say this with true heart. We're doing it ourselves. Back to basics and helping them meet enough people and build clients will lead to sponsors and leaders. Thank goodness I love this model and I know you all do. All right, here's loosen my regional goal for Q1. We will be doing regional gatherings wherever we can drive to in January only. Okay, we're not hitting a plane. We know the weather. We see the news. We're not doing it. So we will be working on Zoom. We will be getting this month kicked off for the quarter. In February, we want to travel to areas and be your guest. You set up the meeting. You gather your leaders together. You rally your consultants. You want us to do a take a look with you, a coaching session for future leaders, a leader session together. You tell us and put in your bid, and we'll let you know where we're going to go. You only have about the next week to get to us because we have to buy our flights. So if you have, we would love to have you, Jackie. Remember, we need to have as many people as possible. You can group together. If not, we'll choose where we go. But you have a chance to say, come be our guest. Tell us what you're going to do, where it's going to be, what we can do. You can also, again, invite us to be your guest, which we'll talk about on Zoom in a minute. In March, we will go where the top growth is. We track, where are the consultants growing? Where are the leaders growing? Who's doing the sponsoring? We show you the recognition every week. We're going to go where new growth is. Okay. So we have to grow this market just like you deserve to grow yours. So we will be choosing that by about mid-February, watching what's happening for the first 6 weeks, and we'll choose to go there in March. Okay. So work as an area, work as a team. Next, we had a great idea from your directors, your board of directors, DM3s to ambassadors. We always have a director meeting like you saw in December. We're having it in November. So you'd have to be a DM3 by October 1st to go to the corporate building. But guess what? They have a great idea that we're going to strategize for the next 6 months in person somewhere in the middle of the United States. So we're giving you a goal. You got to be a DM3 no later than May 1st to be eligible to attend this. Again, things can change. We can't promise, but we loved the idea of our board of directors being in person, and we'll start to plan it out, but you've got to be at DM3 to be able to join the board of directors. Okay. So again, or get back to that title. So we're taking time to tell you these details to help you set those goals. So let me take you to JVU. This is strategizing. All right. So you have to set goals. How many graduates will you have in Q1? Right? Even if they renew it, help them renew. You could do your own recognition for graduation, even if they already had their certificate 2 years ago. The training's changed, the world has changed. All right, will you host a consultant JVU and watch it together on Zoom? Pick your date. Will you host a district JVU for the titles, your managers and your district managers, and do it together, or your district directors? Do you have a graduation gift? I know Jafra sends a certificate. They take a while to get, trust me, the consultants get very antsy, but here's that key deal. Why don't you give them their name tag when they graduate? Why don't you give them a team something, okay, that comes from you? And post their pictures, post their testimonies in your Facebook group, on our Facebook group. You bring it to life. We're just trying to remind you to find simple ways to do it. And to me, everything is better together. So, all right, here we go. We're going to come back to you in the audience. We said there's a lot, but you can see this is to help you as well as us. These are some meeting ideas. Remember, there's online and in person, kind of what Mary was talking about, all right? And all of you are thinking about. Why not every time you're in a Zoom room for a regional or company meetings, fill your room. Helen Wells, I'm going to give you this. You had the best success at meetings, joy meetings of anybody I saw in the market, because you had people in your room. You brought someone over for a facial and then you watched the opportunity session. When you do that, you have 90% more chance to sell, book, or sponsor. So when you look at a calendar, plan. Do you have a restaurant room? Do you have a library room? Okay. Find a place, bring people together, and then watch it together on Zoom. Some you can, some you can't. When you have a live meeting again, let's say you're going to do a workshop at your beauty bar this week. Can you Zoom it to everybody who's not local and stream it on your Facebook group as well? So Jafra does it, you can too. Next, find safe meeting places. We learned going back on the road the last 6-7 months, people are low cost and people want you in their building. If you safely want to get together with people and maybe not at your home, find restaurants, libraries, hotels, community rooms. They're all looking for you to take space. So start to think, when do I go back to in-person? Only when you're comfortable, okay? But we know you're getting negotiable great prices. You can also invite Luce and I to do a guest visit on Zoom with you. So maybe you have a guest meeting, okay? You have a meeting for your district or your branch. Ask Luce and I. We may be able to do up to 4 months. Remember, we have a crazy calendar, okay? And remember, Luce is also supporting the state of Texas right now for the Hispanic market. So we may not be as available as you wish, and we may not always do your weekends. We do try to work really hard Monday through Friday, but ask us. Our goal, we would come on and be there for maybe 15 to 30 minutes on a hot topic or just to build some team spirit. So you have to request it, okay? We can probably not do more than 4 a month, but put your bids in, all right? Next, team up with other leaders to do meetings together or online. And make bringing guests the biggest gift you ever gave. Find a gift that everybody wants and everybody gets it when they bring a guest. I think, again, that's super important, and make sure every meeting has product experience. Make sure they all join your Facebook while you're at the meeting. So when you're there, don't say, oh, and join my Facebook group. Go, oh, get your phones out. Let's have you join our Facebook group right now. Let's have you join Jafra Beauty Insiders. Let's have you join the Amber and Onyx region. Let's have you go live. Let's do a text video. Let's post right now. Stop telling, start doing, whether it's Zoom or in a room. All right, those are our tips for training. So we wanted to launch a poll. All right, class, here's your poll. This is about what you need to learn to be ready for online and in person. I'm going to launch it, and here we go. Let's take a look. And you're going to answer as many as you want on this list, okay? It's multiple choice. And here you go.
It's good to go.
Thank you. So what do you most need help learning?
It's on.
Okay, we'll take just a couple more minutes. Our goal is you become the best version of you in 22. So again, this helps us with some of our topics we're going to have for you. Featured trainings or things we've already done, but you forgot where they're located, and we just relaunched them for you. All right, we are getting to the end. We have 30 more seconds for our 2-minute survey.
How can we do a survey with our people?
In Zoom, it's in your account called polling.
Called what?
Poll.
Okay.
Just like you see it called. I made this in my profile on my Zoom account. Okay, so again, that means you need help learning Zoom as a trainer. And those are things we can teach you, or we'll show you where to find it in our past trainings or on Zoom. So there ends our poll. And these are our results. 44% of you wanted Canva training. 51% needs more Zoom. 61% in Facebook events or parties, WhatsApp. so these are about the 22 percenters, 20 percenters, WhatsApp, making text videos using Messenger. The 30 percenters are going live on Facebook, Facebook groups for my business, phone and text trees for my business, and Excel PowerPoint. So thank you for this survey, but I want to say this to each and every one of you, okay? What I would love to say to each and every one of you, I'm going to download this, forgive me, is I'm going to stop sharing bear with me. I just want to say these are topics you want to train yourself to learn every week. Whatever you wrote, block time. Where do you get help? If you need help learning it on Facebook, do you know you could put it in your search bar on Facebook and they have videos? Zoom has videos. But if you don't know what you need to learn to be the best version of you, again, the key is where you're going to get it. We can have it, but most of those companies have all the training for you. We just need to block the time. Okay, and this is a great survey to find out what your team needs. So again, we're duplicating things you can use and tools this year that you could do. Like Helen said, how would I do this with my team? Right? That's a quick way to do another survey, like we said in the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to pause a quick minute because we're almost at our final section. You can see it's a lot, but we wanted to explain with details so you understand. All right, so did it help you seeing training? Did it help you think different how to use training? Did it help you to see calendar intentions?
Yes.
We're not quite done with calendars, but I needed to pause our brains. Okay. Any questions or feedback very quickly?
Jackie, would we be able to, can you send us that poll? So if we wanted to recreate it, I wasn't able to capture that. The topics on the poll you just did.
I'll find a screenshot.
Okay. And then my other comment I was going to make last time is something that Jan Day taught us is we have to have other shoeism. We need to live, you know, even as a client, be in someone else's shoes. And I was thinking about the holidays when we were all doing a lot of shopping and how did people capture our attention and how did we choose who we go back to? And which would be a great experience with our consultants to figure out as we're talking about client-centric. But yeah, I think we need to keep that big picture up there and we need to meet them where they're at because they, you know, sometimes we just zoom ahead and we don't meet them where they're at and help them to the stepping stones up to where they want to be. And then they just get overwhelmed and don't do anything.
Well, and I think that key is, again, they're a consumer, they're a client of a retail store, of a direct seller. What do they like? What experiences have made it so cool you always go back to that store? So have them live through their experiences and transfer that to being the best at Jafra. That's really all customer centric is. And there's not a lot of competition for it, right? So again, an opportunity. So I'm going to keep going. Thank you. I love your comments here. I'm not looking at the chat at all. I'm staying very focused. But Janet, I see your hand up. Thank you, Sarah, by the way. Go ahead, Janet.
Oh, yeah, I was looking for the calendar and
it's in email. I sent it again.
Oh, it's in email. Okay.
It's in email. It's in WhatsApp. And it's been
I
posted
looked
on
I looked at WhatsApp and I can't find it. I mean, it's under docs.
It's under docs.
And the first thing is agenda potential consultants, and it was 12/22 last month.
So I can't look right now.
Yeah.
But do look in your email. When in doubt, there's always three places. It's at email, WhatsApp, and Facebook. Okay. So I'm sorry, I can't go there right now, but you can, if you go into the search bar and type calendar or type January, it's there. So use your search bar if you can't find it in a doc or a link. Just an FYI. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead, Vicki, very quick. You're muted. We can't hear you, Vicki.
Okay, I did unmute. Can you hear me? No?
Now I can, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to say that, yeah, I don't know if everybody else, but I'm feeling overwhelmed. But anyways, because of it, I know that I have you, Jackie. So I guess I just want to put in a plug that those meetings that I have with you every week, and I know that it's eligible for everybody to meet with you. I just wanted to put a plug in for that because I know you helped me so much to assimilate all of this. And thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's the key of coaching. So Again, we're taking time to go through this. So if you are overwhelmed, watch it again. This is making a strategy with, again, we're giving you tips on training. We're giving you tips on calendars. We're showing you what we're doing, but then what do you do? And then you join these coaching groups. That's where together we build your strategies, okay? Do what you need to do to launch it for success, and then show up at the weekly where we help you, okay? And that's our goal with the Power Hours this year. We're not doing more training. We're here to create strategies. So I love that plug. So thank you for that. Okay, so we got to keep rolling, man. Woo, I'm sweating over here. Okay, here we go. It's a lot. You can see how we did. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
All right. And what I've been hearing from my clients is they do a lot of Amazon shopping and they're used to getting free shipping. So what I offered was over $100 order, I would refund their shipping. And that seems to be getting a little bit better response from my clients. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Love that. Yeah, I mean, you can Venmo them back. You can do it however you want. So those are the ideas you want to stimulate from with your consultants, listening to your clients, watching how you shop and why, and creating that with your clients, and again, supporting your consultants. So I love that. Thank you for sharing. So here we go. There's more, and forgive me, I know I'm taking over all the time with Luz, but she's had a crazy week, and in the last 48 hours has had a lot of things. So I said, I'm going to cover Luz. So go ahead.
Well, I also wanted to mention that I will be hopping off in a couple of minutes because I'm going to be doing a regional meeting in the Amethyst region. So I just wanted to
thank you. And we love you for supporting them. Thank you, Luz. You go and you got to go. So thank you. Thank you. We're here together. So appreciate that. Okay, so let me roll through coaching.
I have an important question on this. Is the JVU link available to watch any day?
It's always on demand in Jafra Biz. Yes, just click on the tab for training and look there. You'll see Jafra training.
Okay, so then all of them are there, huh? That's 3 different months. Okay.
Yep, every single module is there, every single title. What we took from feedback from all of you is you're not remembering to do it. So we created it in a calendar. Doesn't matter if you do it or you don't, the way we set it. We wanted to give you a reminder in the calendar for you and your consultants. And I think it's great when you have a recognition for it and you spotlight people and you put it as a part of your posting, like We Wednesday. So love that. So yes, everything's the same place it's been. We just want to draw attention to it. Okay. So we saw last year, by the way, 300% more results from those who attended JVU. Why does it matter? Why would you create basic training that's already done by Jafra? I'm here to keep your life simple, okay? So here's what we have to help you coach and how we're gonna coach you. This is brand new from your training department. We love this. This is a new coaching form. You will have it in WhatsApp, Facebook guides, email. We communicate, 3 ways with you. They're always the same when you look for things. So these will be posted later today and in your leader toolkit each week. So prioritize looking at those. This is so cool. Look at this. These are questions to help you coach your consultants, to help you make your plan and to use for training topics. How much money do you want to make? How many clients do you want to have? How are you attracting new clients this month, Miss Consultant? Do you ask for referrals? How frequently are your clients buying from you? Are you following up with your clients? Are you hosting parties or facials? Blah, 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 blah. This is a coaching sheet that you train to and coach to. How many of you got an amen? Do you like it? Woo! I love this thing.
Amen.
So, woo! I love this, okay? Super fun, super cool, but you got to track records when you coach people. You must be organized. So get an A to Z folder from those you're coaching who want to get to that $1,000, who want to grow a team. This is everything here. It starts with clients and how we're connecting. So this is new. We have it English and Spanish. We will be sending it to you. What else is new? Okay, I told you the best time we ever grew the general market. I've been here all the days you've been, has been the Aspire Club. All right, so, and any coaching program I ever did in the past, those are the fastest ways we've grown a market. You know that. I know many of you coach your team. It works. So here's the deal. We updated your coaching tools. We're going to use them with you and we're going to use them with consultants. Yes, we still use, this works. This works. I know I have district divas out there that did a coaching program in the fall. And if I saw things change, it was from these tools. You cannot coach just talking and listening and training. You must use tools. So we have the weekly review sheet. For leaders, it's different because you have the number of people you serve on the leader one to the left and the consultant one is here. We have them, they've been here for 5 years. We still use them. We're going to be using them with you as well. This is huge recognition, you guys. When you coach a team or you meet with a team every week, you celebrate those who set their monthly goals, broke it down weekly, and achieved their goals. This is easy recognition, okay? So we're going to do this with you. I'm not going to train to it, but we've updated the tool with the approach of customer focus, okay? Next, we updated the point system. District Divas, you rock this, by the way. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. It's in the past, but we updated how to get points. If you join our power hours and you're ready to build new consultants, new leaders in 2022, you will use this with us for coaching. All right. So this point system is Doug Firebaugh's from 10, 15 years ago. And let me tell you, this puppy works. You decide at the bottom how much money you want to make. It'll tell you how many points to make each day, each week, each month, and you will make it happen. So we're going to use this with you. We're going to be coaching you with this, and you can coach your consultants. And this is super fun to do with buddies, and we'll talk about that in the power hours. Super easy to do weekly recognition with this. Give everybody a buddy in your team. Do your leaders with a buddy, and they help each other learn and grow. I can't spotlight a diva right now, but let me tell you, this thing worked. We'll talk about it in the power hours. Next, you could also have the person who had the most points of the month, okay? So this is super fun for recognition. This is what we talked about. How does Gina O'Neill earn the quarterly bonus? She had the most conversations of the top 12 that we coached over Q4 called District Divas. She had the most connections every month, come heck or high water, and she earns her bonus. She literally tracks the consultants. We updated this to be 66 because it's the 66th year, not 65th. This is huge recognition. They track each week. They do month to date weekly tracking. There's some really cool tips up here for them, and they're writing down the names and then tracking how many new clients, hostesses, and consultants did they grow. Super fun to give the top connector of the week a spotlight. Super fun to do a cover all and you get an automatic gift. All sorts of fun things. So we'll teach you this in our coaching time if you want to build districts this year. Okay. That's updated. You'll have these again in WhatsApp, Facebook, and email. Last, your social calendar. This has been updated. This puppy's been out here for 20 years. And let me tell you, I'll never stop making it. And if you watch December 21st training with Mario, this is exactly what he talked about. Okay. Now we got to use it with your team. So he said to name the days. Sunday Fun Day, Makeup Monday, Skin News Tuesday, Winter Wednesday, Toiletry Thursday, Fragrance Friday, Stories That Matter Saturday. Okay, we gave you ideas. All the tips he gave you from the 2021 training, which is Rockstar, is right here in these upper boxes. Everything he taught you is here. Then he said, name the days. Then he talked about, you must go live 1 day a week. So what did we do? We did a different department. You have 4 departments, 4 weeks. Go live a different department that day of the week. So on Skin News Monday, week 1, you go live. On Makeup, I can't talk, or sorry, Makeup Monday. Then Skin News Tuesday, you go live week 2. Then you have Toiletry, then you have Fragrance. So again, he said you must go live at least 1 day a week. This is for your clients, okay? We give you a lot with your consultants. Now we're into your client focus. Again, he said you've got to do national fun holidays. They can turn into party themes, events, or just a way to go live and have fun on your groups. So here's what we did. We still have them here. National Bubble Bath Day. We gave you ideas, hosting a party, going live, sharing your story, okay? Because it's Stories Matter Saturday. Everything is here from national holidays that the world celebrates to fun holidays that the world celebrates. This is all done for you, so you can pre-post 7 days in advance, 30 days in advance. We also have a people theme of the month. We have it in yellow, who you could boost to, what you could focus on. It's Be Kind to Servers Month. Big deal. The restaurant servers are looking for another job. So we gave you ideas what to do to treat them or how to find them. Then we gave you a fun focus. So remember, Tuesday is all skincare. We gave you certain pages and what you could focus on. Look at Tuesdays if you want to go live or do a post and tell a story. Remember, you post a video, a GIF, go live. You want to add hashtags. You want to tag Jafra. You want to use words to your post. You want to add order now for action. You want to add your website. And again, put everything in folders by the days or the months, however you choose to do it. Again, you got to lead by example, leaders. If you do this, your team can duplicate. So that's a lot of calendars, but they're super intentional for you. You don't have to create, it's done. If you want to edit, it's all yours. Okay, I'm going to keep going so I can finish because this is a lot. And I know it's a lot. It's meant to be a lot when you launch a new year. Okay, new communication. This is going to go quickly. So remember all those questions you had? What do you need to learn? You're going to have this slide. What does your team need to learn? You don't really need my poll. Here they are. Facebook groups, WhatsApp group, email. Are you doing email subscriptions like MailChimp? I know Vicki uses Google. Do you do text trees, text videos, SMS text groups? Do you do phone trees? Do you do messenger groups, Linktree, QR code, Zoom, Flipbooks, Canva, Zuba? These are all the tools you all can use to grow your business. Pick one, learn it, go to the next one. You could do a survey like we did, a poll, and ask your team what they most want to learn first. Okay, so again, this is to help you. I'm not going to do this poll right now. Okay, so next, what do we have? We have new rules and guidelines for our leaders WhatsApp group. Okay, I will be posting these, but I'm going to say them out loud. This is what our leaders WhatsApp is for. We are here to grow leaders. So we will be evolutionizing and changing. The leaders WhatsApp is where we have company news and updates. It will go there first, snail mail is last. If your leader's not in our WhatsApp group in your downline, get them on, okay? Number 2, marketing and product updates will always go to leaders in a second right there. Please look at WhatsApp. And again, late will be an email. I don't post leader information on Facebook. Your events and invites are there for you to share forward in WhatsApp or copy and paste into your Facebook. And we do have them, of course, in snail mail, and we do have them on Facebook for all invites and events. Recordings and recognition, I will have links for recordings there and all of your recognition there. I love when you share ideas. Okay, I love this. I think Linda Flores shared an idea from Canva. Donna Hayes shares a lot of ideas. Vicki, you share ideas. Many of you share. Please share. This is for leaders to help each other, okay? Instead of everybody sharing links to their training, we want that in that one calendar, okay? So I want to be able to look through WhatsApp and read what got posted that's important. If Luce and I put a motivation or a team spirit thing in there, we will do that. If you have one that you really liked and you think it could help other, okay. We are here to give you rankings each week and motivate us to become general market back on top, not 9th and 10th place, to be top in the nation. So that's what WhatsApp for. This is what it's no longer for. It's not there to post birthdays in the leader WhatsApp. Okay, if we have a private group of DMs and managers or directors and want to do it in a smaller group, fine. And we're not doing birthdays there. We're not doing prayer requests there. Please go to your friends or private groups for that. We're not posting jib jabs there. And no one did wrong before. We were all doing it, okay? I just want you to know this is a change to keep what we need for communication upmost at our fingertips. Again, we're not marketing all your meetings. You have a field calendar. You have to give that data to us. We're not doing complaints. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. I wish Jafra did this. Chit chats, friend talk, negativity. No. Jafra suggestions, do not tell us, tell Jafra Cares. There is a department that does that job. Luce and I, it's got to go to the right place. Product searching, please do not do it there. Do it in the Amber Onyx region. Lori set up a page for that. I love that. You can post it there or an area. And you have Jafra Buy Sell Trade on Facebook. Next, we have new preferred hours. Please try not to post before 6 a.m. PT. Me too. Okay. We're all guilty of all these things. There's no guilt. It wasn't our guidelines before. 6 a.m. PT and 6 p.m. PT, unless it's end of the month. We're going to all try to honor these hours, please, because there's balance to life. Okay. So that is our new guidelines. On Facebook, please, please do a rally. Get your teams on the Amber and Onyx team page. It'll save you a lot of reposting and repeat. Our goal is to get that to 5,000 people. We are going to go to something new. When a consultant registers to join, she will give us her name, her state, her leader name, the month and year she joined. And then we will ask them if there's something they want to know. So we're going to gather data for everybody new that's joining. It doesn't mean a new consultant. It's just anybody you invite. The only reason we're telling you that, just so you know what they need to have for information to join that group. If they don't, I have to go back and I do this 10 times a week. Okay, you didn't answer this question. You don't know your manager's name. It's too much micromanaging. So we need all of you to help them, okay? We will be doing something in the Amber region. We're going to have 3 consistent days a week. Hashtag Motivational Monday. Please use hashtags. You're going to see things so that if you went in our search bar, you could type in hashtag Motivational Monday on that page, and everything we've done for motivation is there. And you can reuse it, okay? Then we're going to do Welcome Wednesday. Lori's great. She's going to manage our Reco Wednesday. We're going to welcome all new to the group every Wednesday, and we're going to welcome new consultants. If we see they just joined, we're going to ask them who joined, and that's more recognition. So we'll say, oh my gosh, we want to welcome Michelle Hall. She joined Jafra with Michelle Colbert. Okay, so you're going to see welcoming. Friday will be Feature Friday. You know, all the topics you said you need training on, we already did them. So what I'm going to do is Feature Friday this week. Here's our Feature Friday. Here's a recording that maybe Vicki Hacking did on how to use Linktree. And we're going to post it. Or we did this, how to do a poll on Zoom. Here it is from Zoom. We're going to go through as people are signing in, and we're going to be posting features, or we feature a person. Fridays will feature directors if we didn't get to feature one. Mondays will feature managers through DM2s if we didn't get to feature one on one of our meetings. Okay. JBI, Jafra Beauty Insiders, please get them there. The training there is unsurmountable. Where do you watch repeat training Tuesdays? In JBI. They'll post them a week later over in Jafra Biz, but we need everybody there. Okay, so we want to drive this. All right, I'm going to just pause before I end. I know your brains hurt. You can imagine mine. This has been a lot of work to put this together for you, but honestly, this is strategies. So I hope it helps. And I never want a meeting this long, but it has to kick off the year. Okay, and so God bless you for staying. Any questions, any comments on communication calendars? Are we ready for the change? Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
I have a question, Jackie.
Yes.
For recognition, we're recognizing new consultants. Can we also, or is it permissible to like last week, I highlighted my top in sales for December. Is that okay or not okay?
Use anything you want.
Oh, okay.
So we love recognition. Trust me, I look at everything. I approve everything, or I disapprove. If I see something I don't approve of, I will message you privately.
Okay.
And tell you why. Okay. I'm a why teacher. I'm not a person. Okay. Like, don't do that. I will tell you.
I just know they're not going to, they won't get that same welcoming that I get when if I put it in my team group. It's always kind of quiet.
But remember, until they join the group, you can't do recognition.
Right, of course. Yeah. She was in the group.
No, I don't mind that. We don't care. Okay. I hear children. Sorry, we need quiet. Okay. So thank you. So we don't mind that at all. If I So don't worry what you can or can't do. You don't have to get too caught in all the fuzzy wuzzies. But again, it's okay. I will tell you what we can or can't do when I see the post. So I approve the post, and the people who join, Lori will do the welcoming piece to it, and Luce and I manage Mondays and Fridays. Okay. So, and then WhatsApp again, big changes. Okay. I know that's new, but we're sticking with it. We want WhatsApp to be a useful place of fast information, and you need your leaders there. Okay, I'm not going to do it any faster anywhere else. Okay, and I don't want a Facebook group just for leaders. It's WhatsApp only. Okay, so Sarah, your hand is up. Thank you for that, Evelyn.
Yes. So I was just wondering, where would we be able to get like all the promotions and stuff in Spanish? You know, like when they're printed in English, in Spanish, where would be the best place for us to get that? Like when there's a product promotion, that kind of a thing, because I have a bilingual team.
So we post almost everything every Monday in Spanish and English. You already have it in WhatsApp. You can also go on Jaffrey Events Training and Information page. That's English and Spanish. And you can go into Jaffrey Biz and click Spanish instead of English.
Okay, I just want the easiest place to find it, so I'm not wasting.
And we post most of it on Facebook. You have everything 3 to 5 ways from us.
Okay,
you have to decide your number one way to find everything and stick with it. If you're searching all the time, you just don't have a system for it, because we have it. It's there.
Okay, thank you.
So, good question. Okay. All right. I got to finish with Reco, man. All right. Oh my gosh. So, Lisa, how long did it take you guys sitting out in New York making a strategy plan?
This is not hard. We go way harder than this. We do 6 hours, 8 hours.
I know. So Luce and I probably have about 20 to 30 planning this. So if we can deliver it in 3 hours, we're pretty lucky. But guess what? And it won't be 3 hours. We're on the last part. But it's really true. It takes a lot. But did your strategy planning work, Lisa?
Well, we planned for $1 million team last year. We did 1.23 mil.
So
I think it worked.
Exactly.
And we have one this week that's going to be some hours too.
It gives me goosebumps. This is business, right? This is so fun. So thank you for sharing that. I honestly just want to say, I know this makes your head hurt because it's a lot, but it's not. It's all sitting in documents. We're just teaching you why we did it. If you just look at it, you're like, this is cray cray. I got really busy. What's happening? It's not. It's really they're intentional. Because of your feedback, because of strategies as to where we're going to go in the general market, which is you growing end of the day. So what your title is on that screen today is not going to be your title at the end of the year. If it is, that's okay. You can come to these meetings. We just won't be coaching you. And that's okay if that's your goal. Okay. So, all right, here we go. So let's wrap. Lisa's laughing because she gets me. All right. Evelyn, I see your hand very quick. Go for it, girl.
I have a question for Beauty Boss Nation.
Yes.
When you have your strategy meetings, is it your leaders or is it your team with consultants as well? Or is it just the leaders?
Just leaders for the biggest part of it.
Okay, thank you.
Just leaders.
But if you don't have a district, do it with your top leaders till you get there. Strategy is working with a team. If you're going to be a manager and not work with your consultants who want to grow and go and make a strategy, you stay the same. Involving people, right, Lisa, is the magic to it, right? So just like your surveys, you think I didn't take your surveys? You have no idea how many hours I put into those surveys. And when Luce and I went, I scratched everything off. Okay. So it was a lot, but it was so worth it because you're right. I want to listen. I want to give you what you need. Okay. So love that. Thank you. Great question. Okay. I gotta go finish. All right. Here we go. And let's wrap it up with recognition. When we take a look at recognition, all right, we have what we're going to do because this is really truly about all we can do based on reports and being a corporate employee. We will be recognizing $1,000 sellers like we do now. We're going to be recognizing those who grow QNCs. We're going to be recognizing new and promoting leaders, those who have the top VIPs, Our monthly honor scroll of those who achieve their number of orders goals in both branch and district. That's new this year, is district. We're going to be recognizing those who have the top month to date and year to date in personal and branch sponsoring, monthly and year to date top growth in sales, personal and branch, okay, or branch and district. We don't always get the same reports, okay? So if we change, it's because our reports changed. Then bonus earners, trip earners, green by 19, and our occasional contests. We only do those things, not because we need more busy work. They're a lot of work for us, but it's because it's a model for you. So our training will be wrapped around these topics. Whatever you recognize is what you train and coach to. That's your expectations. We will also keep rankings going in WhatsApp, and we'll do it with the consultants once or twice a month. Come on, take it importantly. We cannot be general market 8th, 9th, and 10th place. So please do your part to match your heart to being the top region. 2020, we rocked it, and remember how that felt? That's where we're going back to, okay? So this again will be done on Facebook, leaders mainly in WhatsApp, and at some recognition on the leader meeting like today, and some will be different at the regional celebration. Green by 19 has new additions. We're doing this in case you want to edit yours. Team leaders who achieve their number of orders goals by the 19th, we stay with that. We'll have one winner per region per title like we do with the highest percentage achieved. Our consultants and leaders who all have one or more QNCs by the 19th, one leader, one consultant per region who has the most. If there's a tie, it's broken by sales. All VIPs, this is new, who achieve 450 by green by 19 on our region. Again, the person with the highest sales, a leader and a consultant, will earn green by 19. And this is amongst VIPs only, okay? Next, our leaders who achieve their sales goal. So if it's not central branch, unless you're a manager. So if you achieve your central district paid sales goal by the 19th, we're gonna honor you big time, and you're gonna be teaching us. Then we have managers and qualifications. We do get to see who's qualifying. So this will be, again, a way that maybe we can work with grace periods on number 4 for our managers or district leaders. This is also a way when people are qualifying to leader, they have it done by the 19th. Everyone who does that gets a gift, okay? So this is our new green by 19 in the region, so you can edit yours. When I go through this, I want you to not read the slide. These are ideas combined from customer-centric to JVU. So as a leader, you want to have your recognition. This is for you. This isn't Luce and I. These are ideas for you based on what we know. So what does that mean? You have recognition every quarter. You advertise it January through March because you may have to change it if things change. You can't go 6 months in this world anymore, and you can't go a year. It's really quarterly. So I'm going to break down ideas, and you and your leader or you and your Jaffra buddy can go through this and pick and plan. So first, recognizing monthly sales. I believe in 3 levels. I know that it works, but I'm going to stick with it. I don't change my names because why would you? But if you do, that's up to you. This is bronze, silver, and gold. So we start at the 450 for everybody, the 1,000 because it matches the selling and what you're training to for free shipping, and the 1,600, okay? Which is JVU school. We train them how to have $16 months. I do everything Jaffra has. I don't want to create something new. So these are 3 levels to motivate your team every week to go from one level to the next level. Next level. What you do for gifts, Vicki, I know, said her Amazon gift cards work amazing. You want to ship product, you want to do something, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you gifts. We can do that in coaching. But do you have sales levels for them to achieve? Then you want to make VIP club the biggest deal. Who's been in the club every single month, right? So as you do that, you can do things. Many of you do pins or charms, and they add something to it. But making VIP the biggest deal is your number 1 goal. Then you want to have quarterly. You know what? If people order 4 times a year, I want you to think seasonal. They order in January through March, which is winter, April through June, which is spring, July through September, which is fall, October through December, we'll just call it winter. Leave it at that, or what, am I doing it right? Winter, spring, summer, fall. I missed one. Okay, so go all 4. Do things quarterly. So why not celebrate everybody each quarter who's 450? If you do it through recognition versus, oh, you're inactive, it's fun, okay? So why wouldn't you just focus on, let's celebrate everybody. It's just an honor scroll, not a gift. Everybody who's 450 this quarter, okay? Well, whichever month they did it is fine, but they have to do it in a month during January, February, March. Then you have, again, who did 1,000 in one of those months, or you could do it accumulative. You decide, this is your recognition. And then there's 1,600. So there's monthly and quarterly, but the denominators don't change. Consistency is the key. This is another cool tool. What if you celebrated when somebody got to their first 1,600 in 22, or they had 4 months of ordering in 2022? Use the same numbers, but celebrate it. It's like the first. There's something cool about the first, okay? So I'm just giving you ideas. Let's go to sponsoring. Same thing, monthly. If you don't, I see many of you recognizing sales, but not sponsoring. Even if it's empty, even if it's just you, you got to put your name there. Lead by example. Bronze, silver, gold, 1, 2, 3, okay? You can do a gift. You can just use Jaffra's, whatever you want to do. But I believe if Jaffra can't do everything, you got to do what's the gap. The gap to me is VIP sponsoring. We don't have a VIP team grower. It's got to start now, because if they do 1 a month every month, you got monthly sellers and monthly team growers. I would celebrate someone who does 1 every month versus a barn burner all day long. So what does that mean? Again, you could do a charm bracelet and a pin, and you buy little charms, and there's 12 different ones for the year. I don't know, find things. You guys are creative. Share in your WhatsApp group ideas. And maybe you don't want to do a build on, that's up to you. Okay, these are just your ideas I've seen. Quarterly, do it again. Do everyone each quarter who had at least 1 that quarter, 2 that quarter, 3 that quarter, and then you can do number ones. If all you're recognizing is number 1, 2, and 3, no one has a stretch, okay, to get to another level. So this, again, is Reco Ideas. I'm going to end with this. Look on this page for more recognition. New leaders of the month, okay? You can give them name tags with their new title. There's JVU graduation, right? But there's new title. You could make a background with your team logo and give them a Zoom background. Hey, manager in the corner, make up your own stuff on Canva. Make that your gift. Gift can be free. It could be a book or a bag, something about joining the district or being a leader. You got to sell leadership recognition and making it groovy cool to join your team. New VIPs of the month. Do you have VIP seating, VIP backdrops, seating, or sashes? I think Pat said yesterday. I love that. A Zoom screen, whatever it is, okay? What do you do to make VIPs, new consultants, and new leaders the biggest deal? Where we started, oh my gosh, 2.5 hours ago, okay? How about new consultants each month? Do you spotlight them in your newsletter with a picture, a story, live on Zoom? This is super important. Or in your weekly joy meeting, or your, take a look at leadership session. First time new team growers. Again, they got their first new consultant, that business buddy. Super big deal, right? And what if they maybe got their first 4 or 5? I'm going to tell you why I like 5, so bear with me. They're on their way to leadership. Maybe they're officially a manager. They get a manager pin, but they wear it upside down. Remember those days? I'm just being dorky, but it works, okay? And last, now it goes back to client recognition. You all talked about this. How about the new client, Queen Bee of the Month? She had 4, 8, or 12 new clients this month. She's bronze, silver, or gold. And then you spotlight her at your training or in your newsletter to tell her story, or on Facebook Live. You can tag someone to go live with you. How about client reorder, Queen Bee of the Month? She had 4, 8, or 12 reorder clients this month. I don't care about results of sales. I want this loyalty and new program. And then a monthly story. How about the Queen Bee experience of the month? She had the best customer experience. Here's a testimony from her customer who said, oh my God, I love shopping from you. Okay. Just ideas. All right. So pause, because recognition and recruiting is the two fastest ways to grow. So this matters. So it's not what you did before, it's different. And then this tells you what to train and coach to. All right. I love spotlight celebrations or celebrities. Okay. Use our words if you want to. We're doing celebration and celebrities because it's all about selling to meet new people to sponsor and grow. Here we go. Other ideas you could spotlight, be it in your newsletter, be it on your meetings, be it whatever you do. Top partier of the month. Who had the best party or event of the month? A tabletop's an event. Parties are different today, but that's okay. You call it what you want. The top hostess of the month. When's the last time you had a hostess come on your team training and share a story why she loved being a hostess? How about a client? How do you get people to want more clients? You have them tell their story on your Facebook page, on your weekly training or monthly training meeting. How about the top social influencer of the month? Pick them in your group. How about the top subscription grower? Another one. Again, training topics with recognition. JVU graduates, again, I already said that. How about your welcome to Jafra? New consultants, the minute they join, do they get a team pen? Put your branch or district name on it. Okay, Beauty Boss Nation, get your pen. So every new consultant gets Beauty Boss Nation pen in the district. The leaders buy their own. Then when they get month 1, they get the pen. They join their QNC. Month 2, they get the matching hat. Month 3, they get a shirt. They get their name tag for JVU, and you add a ribbon if you want to. Add a bag. You can make flip-flops for $2 for gosh sakes. So why don't you make everything being new, being consistent in Welcome to Jafra? There'll be a VIP, and then you can add sponsoring to it. Okay. You could do the same with your VIP sponsoring club. The top inviter of the month. This is key. Who had the most guests each week, each month, whatever that be, at all of the events by Jafra and you? Big, big deal. How about the consultant spotlight story of the month? That's kind of repetitive. The monthly goal getters, those who did the coaching sheets and had achieved their monthly goals they set with you in coaching. The 66 conversations, I already did this, but again, they did a cover all, they had 66. Gina O'Neill earns this every month in our coaching. 75 was her average. That's why I knew her answer right there. Jafra anniversaries of the month. This is wonderful to do. Send them a personal card in the mail with a little sticker of your team name, your QR code, whatever it is, okay? They achieved the bingo. Okay, you guys, I'm a psycho. I read everything, but I love the wellness bingo, which is the last page, by the way, of January in your planner. It's called Wellness Bingo. It's right before it turns to the February calendar. This thing's a rock star. You want to promote leaders? Use the Wellness Bingo. You don't believe me? Grab your planner. The little corner, the first box says, I got 5 new qualified consultants. They could do this the whole quarter. And when they achieve this, first of all, they're a pre-manager. They maybe are a manager. They maybe earn San Fran. But this is super cool for your future leaders. You don't have to make stuff up. It's all here, but make the gift here super cool. Maybe it's a team sweatshirt with the logo. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Okay. District leaders, if you have a D in your title or ambassador, again, focus your leaders on growth. Use those month-to-date, year-to-date reports we talked about and focus on personal growth, branch growth, district growth, QNC growth, active base growth. Know their numbers this month. Where did they start? Just like I showed you in our region. New client growth, QNC growth. You don't have to do all this. This is a list of things you're choosing. You want to always recognize leaders for direct and indirect. You want to recognize your leaders for the number of VIPs and growing it. We're going to send you how many every leader has in the nation. All you got to do is use our report. And you have Welcome to Jafra, those who influence achievers, and of course, new leaders. This is a lot because this is what I think of. So these are things, more recognition, more celebration, weekly, monthly, spotlight. That's how you grow in good old fashioned direct selling. Sounds like a lot. You can't over recognize and you can't over celebrate. Speaking of celebrations and fun, don't forget the next big fun show from Jaffra next week is the regional party celebration. And the following week is your virtual event. You have 2 weeks to build your clients your consultants to come and attend this virtual event. And Friday ends the day of the design of the t-shirt. Keep it fun. If the theme is art is life and life is art, which I'm in love with, the world is your canvas. Use that same idea in everything you do. Use all of the posts and the backgrounds that Jaffra has in your Jaffra Biz Content Hub. Please use them in everything you do. Keep that story, your quotes, and all that you do about helping them paint their canvas this world in the world of Jaffra and the world of being their own boss. That is life and art. So, how are we? Did today help you with training for you and your team? Do you like our simple training approach?
Yes.
Thank you. Did this feel more like a leader session than anything else?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Did it help you in coaching ideas and plans?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Did it help you with recognition ideas that you might not have put together yet?
Yes.
Great ideas.
And did it help you know that planning and strategies have to be done?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Good. So, any pondering questions before we exit your amazing grace of sitting here? Any questions, aha moments, or comments? Your voice matters.
Jackie, just a huge thank you. Awesome job of putting all of our suggestions together, and most of all, following, those suggestions. And I know I saw some of the things that, I did suggest, and it's amazing how you all did that in the time you put it together. Time we submitted it, you put it together and did this. And it is just incredible. And I do, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of your efforts and the many nights of not sleeping that you all did this. So thank you very much. And I pray that this will help me continue to grow. And I just thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Take it in bite sizes. I see that post. I haven't looked at anything, but if a post pops up, print a slide and ponder. Listen to the segment and ponder. Okay, watch it with your district, watch it with your Jaffra friends that you're going to grow with this year. So it's a lot because we had to do it all at one sitting, but it'll all make sense. It'll flow together. Okay, so that is what putting a strategy together is. In case you've never seen how to do it, we decided to do this as a model for you. So we will be coaching next week one-on-one. We will send you calendars for those who want to build a district this year. I'm not about your title, but you have the desire and the commitment and the willingness to work differently to build new consultants, new clients, and most importantly, new leaders. That's where we're going, general market. I don't want to see a negative in another 12 months again, okay? This is what we love. So, and again, directors, you always have our coaching time, so you're a priority. So board of directors, again, all leaders, thank you. It was a great year because the world shifted and now we've shifted and let's go. So I am grateful for the past 2 years of change because this is what this market knows how to do. Fun, recognition, clients, client service, having a blast. You're the masters at this. We're going back to that. And it will organically grow with passion and purpose when we love on people and we introduce them to this amazing product and they love it so much they just want to join, not because we got a $19 kit. Sorry, over that. So we have been for a while, but again, it was the model built. Now it's gone. So this is where we excel, and you deserve it. So don't get stuck in anything from what's in the past. It is not equal to our future, and it's a new year in 22. So, all right, I am going to stop recording. Forgive me here. Oh, Vicky, I'm sorry. I spun Vicky's brain. I just want to end with Vicky. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Oh, no. I just here. My head's like this, Jackie. My head's
She's
like
so
this.
cute. She was going to do a closing, but she didn't know what she was walking into. And I'm like, Vicky, we're going to feature you on a different day.
I don't need to do a closing. You've done it.
I love it. So look at Vicky's background. Okay. Did you make that on Canva?
Did I make what on Canva?
Your
Oh, my
background.
background. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I did post today Bronwyn's deals for January. We're going to do that. So everybody can
Cool.
go on the WhatsApp and see it. I think
Awesome.
it's fabulous. I love what Bronwyn does.
And
Love
these are
what
the
she does.
tools you can do for free as a gift. So don't make recognition everything super costly, okay? Be creative, have fun, work together, and share. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to stop the recording. I will stay for a minute for any questions that anybody has, but I just want to say thank you. I knew today would go long. It went longer than I thought, but I want you to know this is where we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look out. Here comes General Market in the funnest way this year. So we're ready. All right, I'm going to stop.